announcement of the 2009 Pulitzer Prizes. This is we're into our 93rd year and we're going strong. One newspaper has won 5 Pulitzer Prizes. The record is 7. 2 journalism winners can be found in one category, local reporting. Gave 2 prizes there. And 2 winners won by their entry being moved by the board. This is in the national reporting and the feature writing category. Online-only news organizations participated for the first time. None won a Pulitzer Prize, but there was a good participation, and one largely online organization was a finalist. Online material, and I'll talk about this later on, is of growing importance in the entries. In the arts area, to the best of our knowledge, we have named the first African American to win a Pulitzer Prize for history. So at this point, let's pass out the press kits, sprinkle a little fairy dust, and change people's lives. They're in the back of the room.
Oh.
Press kits in the back of the room.
Yes.
To our jurors, who are the heart of the 2-tier judging process that marks the Pulitzer Prizes. They worked diligently again this year. They read 1,167 books, which is up from 2008. We had 1,028 newspaper entries, which is down a bit from last year. Last year we had 1,167. Incidentally, in your packets there's a fact sheet that has a lot of this information. The jury's task, just to remind you, is to come up with 3 nominees in alphabetical order without statement of preference. And it's up to the Pulitzer Prize board, which has a panoramic view of all of the entries, to make the final decision. The board does not discuss its specific decisions, but I can say that the decisions are often difficult because there are many excellent finalists. Also, it's a complicated process. Different perspectives and consideration, even tastes, come into play. For example, with journalism entries, the board focuses on high-quality reporting and writing, but of course it also considers accuracy, fairness, balance, sufficient attribution, and other factors that are part of good journalism. And it's important to remember, and I underscore this, that any winner must get a majority in order to get a prize, majority vote on the Pulitzer board. Notice that the New York Times won 5 awards. The Times also has the record. It won 7 Pulitzers in 2002, the year after 9/11. This year the St. Petersburg Times won 2 prizes. But smaller papers were also well represented. The Las Vegas Sun, which is about 160,000 circulation or so. The East Valley Tribune in Mesa, Arizona, which has about 50,000 circulation, I believe. And last I looked, it's currently a 4-day-a-week paper. And then the smallest paper from Glens Falls, New York, it's about 31,000 circulation. We had 23 different news organizations among the finalists, from places like Dallas, Cleveland, New Orleans, Milwaukee, Newark. So it's a good cut of our continental nation. This varies from year to year. Last year we had 8 different news organizations winning Pulitzer Prizes. This year we had 10 different news organizations winning Pulitzers. Last year the Washington Post won 6. This year they won 1. So things change from year to year. A few thoughts on the journalism entries. These are tough times for American newspapers, but amid the gloomy talk, the newspaper winners and the finalists are heartening examples of the high-quality journalism that can be found in all parts of the United States. The jurors who were here the first part of March, going through over 1,000 entries, told me they left inspired and rededicated to the craft. There was a kind of elixir to be here and to go through the Pulitzer entries. And it's quite notable that the watchdog function of journalism is underscored in this year's awards. The watchdog still barks and the watchdog still bites. Consider the exposure of wrongdoing, such as the high rate of construction deaths in Las Vegas, exposed by the Las Vegas Sun. The pattern of lies by the mayor, exposed by the Detroit Free Press. The misbehavior by the New York governor, which was broken by the New York Times. Stories that spotlight controversial government action or inaction, such as the rampant local government secrecy that was exposed and condemned by the Post-Star in Little Glen Falls, New York. Or the stories about the retired generals co-opted by the government, by the Pentagon, into being mouthpieces, which the New York Times reported on. And also the maintenance of honesty in election campaigns. An award went to the St. Petersburg Times for its fact-checking system in the presidential campaign. And it might be well to ask, who would be doing this day to day if we didn't have newspapers?